Live action.
Ding. Ding.
You can even hear the click
Ding.
too, like the CEO.
Oh. Click. Click.
Yo dudes, it is Blake from Lacrosse, and in this video we'll be facing off with the Nike Elite 10. I've been waiting so long to do a video on this freaking head. I finally got one and I'm freaking pumped. Now the Elite 10 is an older head and I'm pretty sure that Nike doesn't make them anymore, so you can't find them in stores, you can only find them used. So I was able to pick up this bad boy finally off a sideline spot for a very good price. The thing that really caught my eye the most about this head is the sidewall design. Looking at the CEO sidewall design, we all know that it has this one strut that goes from the bottom of the head to the top in this direction. There is no other head on the market that has one strut this big going from here to here in this direction. We've seen them go this way, but we've never seen it go this way. This is the only head that does that. And let's not forget about the dip that CEOs have right here in the sidewall. It's what allows the head to flex forward. So also keep that in mind. Another head that Nike makes that was kind of close to a CEO was the Legacy. It has the same sidewall strut idea, at least. It goes from the bottom to the top in this direction, and it also has that dip in the top sidewall rail. But the thing that prevents it from having that signature CEO flex are these two little struts right here. These prevent it from having that nice face flex that the CEO is known for. Now when you compare the Legacy to the Elite 10, it's pretty much identical. The only thing that's different about the two is that the Elite 10 doesn't have the struts up here that prevent it from having the face flex. Now the sidewall strut and the dips are pushed kind of towards the middle of the head more than the CEO. If you look at the CEO, it starts here down at the very bottom of the head. Now with the dips and the sidewall strut and the Elite 10, they kind of start up higher. Another thing that's a little bit off about the Elite 10 in comparison to the CEO is how thick that sidewall strut actually is. Like the CEO's is so thin right here, and then the Elite 10s is super thick. It's really bulky. The next biggest issue with this head is definitely going to be the durability. With this sidewall strut right here, they didn't include a sidewall stringing hole, which means that all the force and pressure is all concentrated down here towards the throat. And that's definitely gonna be an issue. I think this hole is gonna be the first one that goes on both sides, just because there's no hole up here to help distribute the force. But who knows? I'm gonna stop talking. Let's get this thing strung up and take it for a spin. You're telling me it feels exactly like a CEO?
Not exactly. It's got between like Legacy and Craft. CEO.
So it feels like a Legacy and a CEO mix.
Cause look, ding, CEO flex, ding, but looks like a Legacy, and it's got the face shape like a Legacy.
Alright, so we just got done using the Elite 10, and this is what it looks like. There are no sidewall hole cracks, just a few stress points, and the only major thing that we see are the warping spots right at the little dips that we mentioned earlier. Starting off, this head felt extremely wide when I would line up against Hunter with the CEO. The CEO had like a full inch or two under this head, which just felt weird to me. And the throat on this thing is super long. You can see the tape line where that yellow is. That's where my CEO is. And here is where the Elite 10 is. And it's not freaking Fogo friendly, so minus 1,000 points. Once we broke it in, the head was super flexible. It still is kind of stiff below this little strut, but it's pretty flexible. If I roll it up, it snaps back to its shape pretty well. A lot better than most heads. Well, that was kind of weird. Yeah, there we go. Clearly it developed a face flex with this whole forward action going on. Hunter said this head felt like a combination of the Legacy and the CEO. I agreed, but I also thought it had a little bit of the compressor in it. Just the way it flexed, I felt like I was facing off the compressor with the CEO and a Legacy all combined together. Not a bad head in my opinion. I would definitely use this over a Legacy. I used to be a big fan of the Legacy until I started getting used to the CEO flex. So I definitely use this over the Legacy if I had the choice. On a 5-star rating, I'd probably give this 3.5. The one thing I did notice in comparing this to the CEO is it didn't really collapse as well as a CEO does under pressure. So if I shoot my right hand hard and my opponent's head is pushing against here, this bottom portion doesn't really collapse as well as a CEO. Like I kind of get stuck right here. Like you're pushing against this big old sidewall strut and it's preventing it from just crushing in. If you had a good piece of the ball of this thing, it was pretty much butter at that point. It felt like a more structured version of a CEO. If I can get it down to the bare minimum description, a more structured CEO. Pretty good head to face off with, but it was definitely a harder head to describe how it feels when you face off with it. So if you ever used a Nike Elite 10 for face-offs, go ahead and let me know what your personal thoughts are on the head down in the comment section below. And that wraps it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions on the Nike Elite 10 or any questions in general, be sure to leave them in the comment section below. Like and share this video, subscribe to our channel. If you haven't already, check us out on Instagram at Green Knuckles Lacrosse and check out our website at greenknucklesLacrosse.com for some sweet hats. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Till then, kids, get them dirty.